Hello everyone, Visa842 back again with a deck report looking at other decks of cards that are new or coming soon, particularly non-USBC decks. Non-Kickstarter decks. My head is scrambled. Let me just quickly check a couple of things here. First of all, there is a couple new decks that I saw on the USBC website. One of them is called the Texas Star playing cards. Yeehaw! It basically has a one-way design that's got an old, dirty look to it, and it has a big old star in the center that is a one-way star because it's one directional, and because it has red, white, and blue all over it, just like, well, the Texas Star. The Ace of Spades doesn't really have much of a spade pip. It's got a couple of guns on it with a star. It says Texas Star and whatever. The faces look like basically Arco faces, or one of the other USBC standard faces that's not a bicycle face. And the Jokers are pretty cool. They're basically wanted posters. They also are referred to as a wild card and Joker. And it's pretty cool. It's different. I like it. Speaking of which, USBC has also recently released the Joker's deck to the Club 808. And they do have another one coming up eventually. I don't remember the name though. But it's based on a vintage design. So that's pretty awesome. Also coming soon to USBC's website, I do believe, is Jackson Robinson's first deck designed for the USBC. The Bicycle Civil War playing cards is going to be a red deck for the south and a blue deck for the north. And they look awesome, just like his, Federal 52s and his Independence decks. Very similar artwork. Definitely not anything like you usually see from USBC. One other pair of decks that's new on USBC's website. I've also seen these and the Texas Star deck on Gambler's Warehouse. It is the Fleur de Lis playing cards. Again, it's a USBC deck. It's on their website. It's got the same faces, which is like a non-standard, non-bicycle standard face, almost an Arco face. The Ace of Spades, pretty simple. It just has a Fleur de Lis on top of it. And the back design is a Fleur de Lis. Very much like a Steamboat deck. Very much, except that it has a one-way design for some unknown reason. And it's available in both black and purple. Looks pretty cool. I mean, you can get it for $5 on Gambler's Warehouse for both decks. That's a pretty good price, I think. And they're $3 on USBC's website each. And Conjuring Arts has a deal going on right now. If you buy a brick of the new NOC decks on their website, they're giving people away a one of their prototype Zen Pure playing cards, which is pretty nice, but I'm not going to buy a brick of NOC decks for $60 that I don't need to get a free prototype. I will just wait for the official decks to be released. They can keep the prototype. And coming soon, I'm going to mention this one. Coming soon, I think the card launcher will be a new deck from Robert Tomlinson, the last in his series, called the Colonial Unrest, which is going to be about, what is it, the Independence, I guess it is. That being said, Deck Starter, I'll just quickly go to Deck Starter here. Also, I don't know if I mentioned before, but Whispering Imps Black Edition was available on their website. I think it still might be. It's already shipping out. That's pretty good news. That's a really nice looking deck of cards. And I can tell you that cardlauncher.com is going to be pretty awesome. I will have a video on it eventually. But it's going to be launching by the end of July at the earliest. And it's going to be quite different than Kickstarter. I don't want to say too much, though. On Deck Starter, currently they have one deck that's new. It's the Flesh and Bones. Somehow it's up to 58% funded with 9 days left. That's looking a little bit sketchy to me because a couple of days ago it was about 22% funded. And it wasn't looking too good. The other two decks had some extra boost from the Bucks themselves because they didn't want their decks to fail on their website. If they're going to have to continue doing that, that's pretty bad. I think that's all I got for now. There's always more coming to Kickstarter and whatnot. I did see one deck on Indiegogo as well, which is a plastic throwing deck, but it actually has faces on it, unlike the Banshees. But that's that. I don't think I got anything else right now. I'll see you next time.